Have you seen anything good that you like? Did you see The Maverick?
Oh yeah, no, forget the Maverick. Go see what's it called? Everybody, everything, everywhere.
Yeah, amazing.
Amazing.
You know, it's so funny. When I watched that, I was like, this is like Harland-esque.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah. No, it's
so
cool.
brilliant
Yeah, man.
and fun. And it's like, imagine even like pitching that to a studio.
Yeah.
I mean, you would like, I wouldn't be able to get that sold.
Here, give me the log line. How would you pitch it? What's the elevator?
I can't even. It's like a Chinese lady who has a laundromat, right?
Okay.
With her husband. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's an alternative reality, like different dimensional realities.
Multiverse.
Thank you. Are you the executive in the room?
Oh,
Yeah, a multiverse. And it just goes in and out of these multiverse. I mean, that's how I would probably pitch it.
yeah. It's very complex,
Very
very
complex.
multi-layered.
Yeah.
And then what I love about it is just when you think it's kind of hit its plateau,
Yeah.
suddenly there's a new scene where you're like, whoa, I did not, like, I won't give it away, but the scene in the desert with the two rocks.
Yeah.
Like all this action, and then I won't say what it was, but then all of a sudden you're there, and
Yeah.
you're like, so it just keeps giving. It's one of these movies where
It's a brilliant piece of
it's
art.
really
Yeah,
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even Andrew Santino, it's an art house movie. Even Santino, this dodo head, this dim-witted, redheaded dodo head who doesn't know anything about art or nothing.
Yeah.
Right? It was like, it was brilliant. And when that dumb, I want to say the R word, but I can't. You know what I mean?
The what word?
The R word. You know, when they're.
Oh, yeah.
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 But anyway, when this ding dong goes, hey, you should watch this, I was like, it's got to be good. Because he's so stupid. What a fucking stupid idiot. He's in Italy right now. Stay there.
Look, he looks like he's having a blast.
Fuck him. Yeah, that's what dumb people do when they eat ice cream or like when ice cones. Well, not when they have the ice and the flavors.
Gelato?
Flavored ice.
Shaved ice?
Shaved ice. That's what I'm trying to say,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
He enjoys it.
You got him, baby.
Yeah, I got him. Man.
Burn.
Right in your face, dude. You fucking dipshit. Enjoying ice. Yeah, you're fucking stupid Italian.
Have you been to Italy, guy?
Guy, I haven't. Don't need to, guy.
Why not? Don't you like lasagna?
I can get lasagna here, guy.
Guy,
All right.
settle down.
Dude, don't get combative with me, Chacho.
Wow. Can I drop a little thing about my charity?
Yeah,
in
for
Hollywood
sure.
has a charity.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, it's tough to talk about, but it's about a allergy. It's called Cinnamon Angels Fly Away, and it's for children that have cinnamon allergies. And it's all the money goes to. Okay, well.
I don't know if that's a real thing, and it made me laugh because it made me. Is that a real thing?
Yeah, you can Google it.
Yeah. So I'm so sorry. Can we just cut that
Dude,
off?
there's probably
I
a
know, can we-
child
no, I
right now
know.
with swollen ankles.
All right. Can we just start over and say it again? And I'm so sorry. That was fucking my bad. I'm so sorry.
No worries. No,
Go ahead.
thank you. So, Cinnamon Angels Fly Away, and it's for children with cinnamon allergies. And we take the money, and if you want to just send it to, I have a P.O. box, and if you can just send certified checks to my P.O. box, we'll give the address later, and the money all goes to these kids. They get cinnamon and their ankles. What the fuck, bro? These children are suffering.
Ankles.
Their ankles pop out.
It's the ankles.
Is that a real?
It is the ankle.
Is it a real?
Are
Fucking
you
thing?
allergic to anything?
No.
Okay, then you shouldn't
But
laugh.
there's so many other. Can I just ask a couple of questions? There's just so many other charities that seem like that should be on the forefront, like cancer and other things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's what.
I'm sorry, dude. Fuck.
Wow.
No, my bad, dude. My bad. So just say the P.O. box thing again.
So it's Cinnamon Angels Fly Fly Away. P.O.
It's a ridiculous name. Cinnamon Angels Fly Fly Away.
I'll tell you how this started. I'll tell you how
tell me how that.
started.
Yeah, tell me how. Why the Fly Away? Tell me how
I'm
that.
getting a little mad here, but I was at LAX at the airport, and they have a Cinnabon, the Cinnabon thing, and his mother was walking along with her child, and you know how you can smell those Cinnabons in the airport, and this kid collapsed on the ground right in front of Cinnabon and was convulsing and fucking having a seizure. And I was like, I'll be goddamned if I ever have that happen on my watch. So I started Cinnamon Angels Fly Fly Away. You know what?
Wow. No, man, I don't know.
So
maybe change the name.
Really?
Fly Away doesn't make any sense because it was an airport.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not why I didn't know.
And when they die, they fly away on a cloud of cinnamon.
Okay. So check that out. Stay tuned to that. How do you say? Stay tuned, or what do you say? Check it out.
Check it out. Yeah.
No. Get involved. Get involved. Get involved.
Yeah.
Cinnamon.
No.
2 cinnamons.
One cinnamon.
Just
One
one.
cinnamon
Flies.
girls.
Angels.
Cinnamon Angels.
Angels fly away.
Yeah.
All right, so go check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any other charities? Are you good?
No, the only other thing I'd mention is my T-shirt. I have a website called harbling.com, and you can go and buy your own hand-drawn T-shirt.
That's
from me
amazing.
if you want to get one.
How long does each one take for you to draw?
You know what? Some of them take a lot. Yours took a long time because there was all the stripes and everything.
Yeah.
I wanted to make it nice for my friend, but so yeah, there's some of them.
Yeah.
And basically, if the original prints, the original one sold out, we make prints of them. But I won't make prints of that one because it's your show.
Yeah.
If you want to make prints of it, you can. But I won't.
This is amazing.
Yeah. So.
And it's medium, like you asked me, because you asked me what size.
What size? Yeah.
Fucking amazing, dude.
Would you really wear it?
Of course, I'm going to wear it at the Comedy Store next.
Are you?
Back to back.
That would make my day.
That'd be great.
Man.
So go to Harbling.
Yeah, hardbling.com.
How much does a handwritten shirt cost?
A hand-drawn shirt? They're anywhere between like $80 and $200.
Yeah.
Because they're like you're basically wearing a piece of art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they must take forever, no?
Some of them do. Like the Kiss one took a long time.
Yeah, you got to charge $500 for that.
And I didn't. I think that was like $200. And
Yeah,
the
and somebody
graveyard one, yeah, those are all sold. Those ones. Kung Fu Carrot didn't take quite as long, but. There's one on there that I don't know if you can scroll down, but there's one of the real popular ones. Keep going down.
Yeah.
There it is. It's Death eating his favorite cereal, Life.
Wow, that's
like
so
that.
fucking cool.
That one really went over good. So we have prints of those, and you can get them on coffee
That's
mugs.
amazing,
and all that.
dude.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
And do people go, I want this, and you draw that?
Sometimes people put requests in, and I'll draw it.
Go scroll. Also, they do coffee mugs.
But
Yeah.
I try to just do stuff out of my imagination. You know? But it's just really original and weird and fun.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway, give Harland Williams a round of applause. Woo! Amazing.
You know what?
I'll let you do it. Yeah, go ahead.
But
Hey, man, I don't know how to do it.
his son,
Well, fences. I don't know what it is. Go
Fences?
his son John David Washington, and I've known Denzel for a long time because my manager, once upon a time ago, was Norm Nixon, formerly of the Lakers, married to Debbie Allen, and they're like best friends. So Denzel would come over to the house. I would see Denzel. I've known John David since he was a kid, but cut to, he's Denzels Son, so he gets to skip the line He gets to skip the process. He gets to skip all the people that drive to auditions, talking in their cars, going over it in their head 1,000 times. He gets to skip being in the room with 5 other actors waiting to go in, and he's hearing their auditions, making him go, oh, I was going to say it that way. Now I got to quickly switch it up. He skips the process of after the audition, going home, talking to yourself, nervous. Am I going to get it? When's the call coming? Fucking what I should have did. How could I have made it better? I got my rent. I got my fucking baby mama. If I don't make this bitch happy, I ain't going to get no pussy. I got to buy my kids, fucking put food on the table, clothes. So he gets to skip all of that because he's Denzels Son.
Can I make an argument? May I argue?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and I agree, right? It is a little easier, but I know, you know what I mean, actors and stuff that have famous parents, right? And I know that they still had to audition, right? Now, they still had to vie to get an agent, right? Why are you winking?
Because he
Yeah,
definitely agrees with you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I also have to say that, because I've worked with them, you know what I mean? They kill it.
Some of them do.
I know, but the ones that don't, you don't know. Like, for instance, do you know who Francesca Hilton is?
Love her.
Yeah.
Right? Paris Hilton's aunt. She was trying to do stand-up for years. She's terrible. She never became a regular, and she's passed away, by the way. You know, God rest your soul. But my point is that Eric Douglas, remember Kirk Douglas' son,
Yes,
Eric Douglas?
Eric Douglas.
He started doing stand-up. No one gave him stage time because it's terrible, right? So if you're good and you're the son of whatever, right, you're going to make it. It's a little easier.
Yeah,
They didn't have to
but when you say that little easier is important, because for a lot of us, a lot of people who aren't Nepo babies, that little easier almost never comes.
Yeah.
It's hard to accomplish little easier. Getting your foot in the door is almost impossible.
I know, but
So that little easier helps. Listen, if Michael Jordan's son could have made it in the NBA, he wouldn't be fucking Larsa Pippen. But that's his greatest accomplishment. And when your dad is the greatest fucking basketball player of all time, you know how much pressure you got on you? Rain Pryor.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I know, she was not good.
Right.
He's still fucking Larsa Pippen?
Right.
Still?
Yeah. So it's like, listen, it's no guarantee. It's not a birthright.
Yeah.
But again, that easier is huge. That's what's so
But
fair.
Aries-
Wait. But that's so fair about what's fair about sports. Are there politics in sports? Yes. But you ain't getting a $100 million contract if you can't warrant it. If your talent doesn't warrant $100 million, they're not giving it to you because of who your uncle was. You still have to have the goods.
Yeah.
Like stand-up, like Rain Pryor. Rain Pryor did stand-up, right? And yeah, she might be able to get a showcase easier, right? She might be able to get seen easier, but she still has to deliver
Yes, but some
on
people don't
stage,
even
right?
get that, Bobby.
But these guys that I know, right, that have, you know what I mean, famous parents, I've seen them on set and they knock it out of the park.
I think you guys are actually both agreeing,
We are?
not realizing you're agreing on
No,
something.
I'm realizing. I'm realizing.
I want to. Sorry, I don't know what.
Dyslexia.
Sorry, sometimes I get so emotional, right? Let me calm down, all right? But here's another thing.
You're
okay?
saying the same thing.
Yes,
I know,
but there's a slight
Yeah.
difference that I think is more important that he's not understanding.
Yeah.
Let me say. May I?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So check it out, okay? But the road that I took to get to this moment right here, I wouldn't change any of it, right?
You wouldn't change it and be white?
No.
No, I'm just-
No, I wouldn't.
All right.
The way I signed up for open mic in 1995, the way I hit mics every night, and the rejection and the pain and the suffering, it was hard, dude. I just remember it being hard, but I am proud of myself that I'm resilient enough, and it's the only thing in the world that I've ever done right. It's the only thing in the world where I can look back and go, you know what, dude? I'm so proud of you because, you know what I mean? You went through all that shit and you never gave up. And now I have a killer. I love my life. I love it. I love everything about my life, right? And I'm just, you know, I don't know what it's like to be a Nepo baby. You know what I mean? But I know that they don't essentially feel the way I feel about my own career, you know? And my parents were immigrants. They didn't speak English, right? And no connections to Hollywood. When I came to LA, I lived in the parking lot at the Comedy Store for a month in my truck. I slept there. And Jimmy Schubert used to buy me lunches and this and that to survive. And I just remember doing all those things, and I got on TV bunch of times. I did the Tonight Show. I did movies. You know what I mean? I sell tickets. You know, it's incredible, my life. And I did that. And also being an Asian guy back then, some of these Asian people right here, they're killing it. It's fine. But I did it when it was almost impossible. Margaret and I, she was here last week, Margaret Cho and I, and we talked about, it was so hard for us back then. And I look back and I go, you know what, dude? Wow, how amazing is it that you're strong enough to get there? And I got there and I survived it. I'm proud of myself.
Listen, in my personal opinion,
I don't, you know what, dude? I don't think I said Buick.
you did.
What was the context of the sketch?
It don't matter, nigga. Opinion don't sound like Buick.
The only word I remember fucking up, right, was shiitake.
And what did you say?
Shit take.
You know what? And listen, there's a lot of black bitches
Asian word.
whose names end with an Isha who say that.
Oh, really?
Oh my God, how much of these shit taking mushrooms?
Yeah.
Okay. So you had a black moment. But listen, what I'm saying is this. In all those
Wait, isn't shiitake an Asian word?
It's an Asian mushroom.
It's a Japanese mushroom. Yeah.
Oh, that's.
But here, can I
But
just?
wait, just let me, I don't want to forget my point. Here's the other thing. Back to the Nepo babies. Here's the other thing that's kind of crazy is, okay, I got it. You still have to be able to deliver. But even if you fail, you're going to be homeless. You wondering where your next meal is coming from. Denzels Son, whoever's son, daughter, they straight. Parents ain't going to let their kids live in a cardboard box under the freeway. So even if they fail, they still rich for life. They still ain't got to worry about where their next meal is coming from. For a lot of struggling actors who sleep in their cars and who struggle, if they don't make it, they still live in that life. So on top of the fact that Nepo babies get to skip the line, you also live comfortably even in failure. Whereas the people that are struggling with talent, when does that existence cease? So, and again, I know violin, cry me a river, boo-hoo, unfair. And it's easy for people to say that when they're not in this life. When you're in this life and you wear these shoes and you're the one struggling, you're the one worrying about your next meal, paying your rent, taking care of your kids, and all that other shit, talk to me then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think most Nepo babies would probably, agree that they absolutely had a leg up or a couple legs up, so.
Yeah, but I'll put it in a broader sense.
How many Nepo baby friends do you have? Because you're really
I have a lot.
going to bat for them.
And
I really do. I have a lot, and I've worked with them, and some of them are real good friends of mine, and I know
how many of them help you?
they do help me a
Not
lot.
that they owe you.
They do help me a lot. In fact, Nepo babies have helped me more than regular babies. Nepo babies have helped me more, right? And also, it's like, I know that they've helped me. Like, I did a TV show once, a network show, where a Nepo baby pulled me aside, right, and goes, "Just breathe. I've been there," because there was a.
Oh, I love that Nepo baby.
Yeah, I love that Nepo baby, right? But there was a section of But there was a section of this thing in some sort of monologue I was doing where I couldn't get my head around it, and this Nepo baby pulled me aside. He was very generous, and it was like, "I've been there, I've been through this. Breathe. This is what you need to do." And they've been very so helpful in my life. Now, but I want to have a broader point though, if I may.
Go ahead.
So I'm watching. I've just finished Ken Burns' documentary, The War.
World War II?
About World War II.
Ken Burns.
He's one of the greatest documentary filmmakers of all time. And he did documentaries about the Vietnam War, but I just saw the one with World War II, right? And it's like, millions of Americans died, right? You and I in the 40s, right, would have been shipped to Normandy or North Africa or, some Pacific island somewhere, seeing and fighting the worst fucking war, right? And death and violence and babies burned alive and all that stuff, right? And we just live in a great time right now, right? And we were born in the right time. We weren't born in the 1800s. We were born, when we were born, we live in an America it's never been like this in America, right? So it's like we have this opportunity to go up and perform and do the things we're free. There's no death and violence. So it's like, we should just be grateful and happy.
That's a great outlook. It's a great outlook.
Okay.
It's hard to have that outlook when your rent is due and you're 2 months behind.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Kind of hard to have that outlook when your baby mother like, nigga, he wants pussy. You know what I mean? pay these bills.
Sure, that's true.
You've been struggling on the bills.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's why I know. Listen, and that's part of what I am working on for myself.
Did you read a book or something? What the fuck happened to you? You went to therapy? Like, what the fuck happened?
Nah, man, I'm just
Something happened.
I'm getting older, man. I'm just trying to, smarten up a little bit. You know?
I like it.
You know. And like I said, man, I wanted to. You don't understand. Before I got here, 5 minutes, I saw on my Instagram a skit that I had posted, and Mo commented, "Nothing but love," and I love Mo. That's my sister. So I hit her back, and I'm cheesing like a little motherfucker. I said, "I am 5."
And can I just? I wasn't gonna bring this up.
What's great about this is I have no idea what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
This is like Dr. Ken's show, the lip sync show, but it's a grudge, and I don't know what the grudge is.
Yeah.
And
It's you know what? It's not even a grudge. It's a perception
okay, great.
that I'm trying to get over.
Okay.
Because I believe that it only lives in my mind.
Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So here it is.
I love the blocking change.
I feel like you represent, right, a segment of show business that makes me feel uncomfortable.
What segment is that?
It's kind of this elitist I believe this is probably in my mind, right? But because I know who you are, I know who, and you hang out with people that I don't think in my mind or in my heart really like me that much, or I'm not a part of their level of, of comedy, right? So I for some reason or another, and I put Judd Apatow maybe in that he's done our podcast, I would never tell him that, right? But in my mind, I have that feeling. I'm very comfortable with you, but out of that in my head, that elitist group, you're the one that I'm the most comfortable with. All the other ones I get really
Totally agree.
Yeah.
And let me say this.
But do you feel like you are part of the elitist group?
Fuck no. And I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because I'm not. Because I haven't gotten a movie offer since that Piven movie. So I was like the guy who was like, I was like a college basketball player, got drafted, and then was a bust because I did a movie that was funny that wasn't popular for a lot of reasons. But so I'm considered a bust. So Judd, I never get the feeling that Judd's never asked me to do anything. You know what I mean?
That's funny in my head.
None of these people ask me. It's like,
but I'll tell you why I feel
half
that.
of them don't follow
I didn't
me on
feel this way
Twitter.
until I was in Montreal.
Right.
And I don't know why is this unhealthy? I just feel like
you're getting it out. You're getting it out.
I'm getting it out. I feel like this is right. What do you think?
You'd never done Montreal, right?
So the first time I did it was 3 years ago.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And I go, in my head, I'm like, I'll go to the Netflix party.
Right.
Right. And every time I'm at a Netflix event, I just feel so invisible. Mm-hmm. I really do.
Yeah.
And, for some reason in my mind and my heart, I'll just say it, I feel like Robbie doesn't like me.
Okay.
Okay. And, you guys were like drinking and hugging, you know what I mean? And like a real, a bond there.
Yeah.
Right. And I walked by, you said hi to me. He did not. Right. And you said something, I'll see you around later or whatever. And I walked by, and already in my head, because you were with him,
right?
Because I already have this, this thing in my head,
preconceived
thing, right? I put you in that, and then I'll look on Instagram and I'll see you with Mulaney and Ali Wong and all these people and do all these fancy things, right? And I feel like I've always been outside of the main group of things. You know what I mean? I'm kind of like cultish almost in a weird way, but it's like. So that's why I feel that way. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
No. But here's Robbie feels like Robbie gets uncomfortable in those situations because he fucking feels awful deciding who gets booked and who doesn't. Right. So he
difficult job.
Yeah. It's like, he's like, everyone hates me. Every comedian used to love me when I booked Montreal. Yeah. And now they all hate me. Or like 90% of them hate me. And even the people that are on Netflix are mad that they don't make enough money. Because once Dave and Chris and Ellen and Seinfeld made $20 million, then everyone else that doesn't, it's like, well, where's my fucking money?
Yeah.
So there's like that problem for him, in terms of like elitism, Netflix passed on me a lot before I finally got Three Mics. Had to be like, they saw it twice and passed. Then I did it in New York, and it was so like well reviewed and like esteemed that they were finally like, fine, here's bare minimum money.
Wow.
Right?
Okay.
So that's Netflix for
Okay.
you. Like the Mark Twain thing, the Dave's thing, the Mark Twain thing, they didn't want me on it.
Oh.
So like I'm not the first call. I'm nobody's first call.
Okay.
So I have to like fight. I literally was like, they go, will you write it? I go, I'm not going to write a tribute to, no. It was like, if you want me to be involved, I'll be on the thing.
Yeah.
And then I did it, and they were like, you were the best. I'm like, yeah. Like, why wouldn't I be, if we're doing a tribute to, no one knows him better than me. Like,
Yeah.
why wouldn't I? And I tried. Do you know what I mean? So like, even Comedy Central used to like no one will believe this. The first season of Chappelle Show, the premiere, I wasn't allowed to bring a guest. Todd Barry had a +1. I did. I swear to
you
God.
no.
I swear to you.
Co-creator?
I swear to you. I couldn't. They wouldn't let. They didn't have anything in the budget for me to have an assistant because I was like just like Dave's buddy.
Right.
So everyone, the perception of me of like this anything elevated, no one thinks I'm. Anytime I'm in that circle,
Yeah.
I'm, for some of the people there, I'm as close to the help as you can get.
Yeah.
Oh, makes
Like
sense.
I'm like the writer who somehow scraped through.
Right.
Like even people will say like, they'll watch clips and go, "You're a great writer." You know, I said those jokes. Like those jokes you love.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Saying you would have rather read them. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
there's weird biases against me as like, well, you're a writer, or you like mooched off Dave. Yeah, Dave called me to do the TV show with him because I'm nice. That's not why. It's like we did a good TV show,
Yeah.
and then I'm a good comedian.
Yeah.
Like, but there's all these, I don't know. I mean,
So it's-
and
so-
again, a lot of it could be in my head, but I know, I can tell you for a fact, like, I'm not there's a joke in my new show about at one of those Netflix parties, and Rock said something, such a fucking burn on me, literally in front of the whole school.
Yeah. Well.
I'm not going to say. It's because I wanted it, because it's in the show.
Oh, it's in the
toward
show.
end of
Yeah,
the show,
yeah.
So like, I'm not like, oh, me and the boys.
So
like,
what
you know,
you're- what you're
Mulaney,
saying
if
is
I
it's
see
in my
Mulaney-
it's in my head. I perceive things
Right.
that are just like, you know, coming from my own trauma and whatever, my own upbringing.
I don't. Here's the thing: is I don't think you're wrong to perceive the class element of show business.
Yeah.
And I don't mean class like money. It becomes about that, but it becomes about like prestige and
There are these
artfulness.
there are these
and, like,
golden,
yeah.
you know,
Yes.
these people that are,
Yes.
you know, they have, you know,
like Gerard is a great example.
exactly right.
Yeah.
They get certain privileges that I'm not. I don't have that availability. I
Yeah.
don't have that option. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've sort of had to go, I feel like, around the system. And I feel like a lot of my success has a lot to do with, I am a funny guy, but it has a lot to do with just longevity and not quitting, you know?
Yes, and you know, it's like when you were before podcasts hit, and you were sort of like in the woods,
Yeah.
trying to figure out like auditioning and on the road and whatever, and like Nate Bargatze and Theo and the like Southern guys would be like, there was a Southern bias against them, and then it's like the minute an audience can get a direct shot at you guys, they're fucking right there.
Yeah.
So that's over. But I know the hangover of this judgment is still very real. Like,
Thank you.
I'm 1,000,000% with you. And also, you and I might be extra sensitive to it just by being grudgy babies.
Grudgy
He's a
baby.
grudgy baby.
Yeah, we're grudgy babies.
babies.
Yeah.
But and also we enter every room and are looking for threats and looking for like, all right, what's the hierarchy here? And
Because in my growing up, right, it was always like that. I couldn't enter a room as a kid until analyzing if I'm safe.
Yeah, of course.
Because I never knew what my dad where my dad was going to be.
Risk
And if,
assessment.
What?
Everything is a risk
it's a risk assessment, and
Yeah.
I've carried that into my life and even into this business. And it's like I never knew I was doing that before therapy, right?
Yeah.
But now I understand. I do that everywhere.
You do what I do. Like I always mark my exits
Like I,
everywhere. In a supermarket or in a conversation, I'll always know three things, like 3 topics ahead of time to mark my exit out of it. It's just I marked my
Like
exit
you'll
earlier.
plan. But no, but I'm saying, so you're like, you plan like you hit like 3 themes.
Yeah, so it's like if I'm in
Pardon the interruption
I'm-
on ESPN where you have like the themes
Right.
and then it goes away.
yeah.
I'm a fake extrovert. I can function well in like a social setting, but I'm usually dying on the inside. So I have the 3 things that I know, like I'm pretty good at talking about. And then once that 3rd thing is over, I know how to seg my way out of it.
Right.
And that's a coping
Is
mechanism.
it like escape? Is it when you are there physical exits like doors? you're
Physical
looking for?
exits as well, emotional exits, all exits. I've marked my exits because
When
I
do
am
you
honest-
feel like you emotionally left the relationship with Bobby?
I feel like quite the opposite. Quite the opposite.
freshly for your belly. You guys, freshly.
Yeah.
Dude, I love Freshly because food that's fast doesn't have to be fast food. Did you know that? Freshly offers quality meals without the hard work, and I don't like working.
Well, let me tell you a little story about Bobby. About anywhere between 8 to 9 p.m., you always hear someone pacing around the kitchen, huffing and puffing.
I
Very
huff and puff
indecisive
like a
about
little
what he wants
dragon.
to eat. Thankfully, with Freshly, it's not frozen. It's not a frozen meal. It doesn't come frozen, and it's delicious. And
It's so good.
yeah, and it's what is it? Chef curated? Is that how to say it, George?
I think so.
Yeah.
And it's perfect for someone like Bobby, or if you're in a pinch and you just don't even have the brain cells to decide what you want to eat. All the Freshly options are nutrient packed and freaking delicious.
Choose from over 50 nutritionist designed entrees like their classic steak peppercorn, multi-serve sides like their masterful mac and cheese, or their new line of plant-based meals.
And again, you guys, no cooking is required. These are fresh, never frozen. They're ready to heat and enjoy in just 3 minutes.
I really do like them. And you know what? When you have nutrients in your body, you feel full faster.
Skip the grocery shopping and dirty dishes. Bobby does that very well. Your meals arrive cooked and fresh every week. Go to Freshly, try it out. They're great.
Bring it home, baby.
Stop stressing about dinner. Right now, Freshly is offering our listeners $125 off your first 5 orders when you go to freshly.com/belly. That's $125 off at freshly.com/belly.
Here's another thing, the reason why I wanted you, like, so you're on the list, all right?
Under Argus, yes.
Under Argus, you're on the list, right? I'm looking right in your
I
fucking
heard you were
eyes.
going to have just Argus's suit before me.
Yeah.
So that's pretty upsetting.
Right, but the reason also is that you've been on my mind lately because of my therapist sent a clip of you and Chris Rock talking about trauma because I didn't know that about Chris Rock's life.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the language was something that I was like very familiar with. Right. And I went, I mean, that's why I like Neil so much because he understands. Like, I think
That's
intuitively.
what I always liked about you.
Yeah, I think intuitively we know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I never went to AA, but I went to Al-Anon.
Yeah.
And I went to, well, I shouldn't say that, but like I've been to other 12-step programs and like that was always our connection.
It was his fault.
What do you mean?
He's the one that didn't he kept not wanting to book you, man. It's his fault, man. Anyway,
I guess we'll take that as truth.
that's the guy, man.
I don't think it's true.
Look at the way he's blushing. I love it. I'm so sorry, man. I just threw you on the bus. I'm so sorry.
He looks like he looks like he's suffocating. Somehow.
Yo, what the fuck?
What
Yeah,
the fuck
he
is
looks
going
like
on? What is
like
going on?
just fucking-
I was just kidding, man. Relax. Everything's fine. But he's sweating right now. Yeah. So have you, I mean, I don't want to get into the slap.
But even that shit. Well, no, what I was gonna say is like when you go like my big friends and like Chris and Dave.
Yeah.
I've known Dave since we were 18. I've known Mulaney Mulaney was the assistant at Comedy Central for this guy Lou Wallach, who was the executive in charge of Chappelle Show. Mulaney was his assistant when I went in to interview to see if I could direct Chappelle Show, even though I produced the entire first season and edited all of it. I had to like go and present. It was the fucking, again, I had to ask if I could direct stuff. And then I directed Rick James, Prince, Racial Draft, John, like, just like, do you mind?
Yeah.
But just all these weird things where it's like, Neil, it's the line from Caddyshack, pond or a pool, pond would be good for you. That's how it always feels like. That's good for you. That's a fine. This would work. So, so I've known John since 2003. I've just known these people a long time. And then the people I haven't known kind of are like,
right.
Could take me or leave me.
Right.
But, it's like Dave and Chris are fucking billionaires. I mean, not literally, but like.
Yeah.
So.
But you knew them back in the day. Yeah.
Dave, yeah. Chris is more recent, but.
Yeah.
So I get this like, but I don't like walk around like, ooh, I'm by myself most of the time.
I know, I see that.
I see them once. I'm with them at the store.
You never have an entourage.
No, why would I have an entourage?
I don't know. That's what I also love about Dave and Chris is they don't have entourages.
Dave does. Dave does
now he does, but before he didn't. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I would see him at the Laugh Factory just by himself.
Oh yeah, like 90s and 2000s.
I think now because of he needs some protection, obviously. You know what I mean? Because
we know
this now, right? So yeah, but Chris also was somebody that like would just be by himself. He just drive up by himself.
That's by design. He just doesn't want to. He's like, I don't want to. It's like not good for you.
Yeah.
He sent me an article yesterday that I'll send to you by the guy who wrote Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. I don't know. It's from like the 40s about fame, and it's like, yep. I'll send it to you. It's great.
Okay, I would love to read it.
Would you want?
It's called. I believe it's called The Tragedy of Success.
Better guy.
Yeah, I'm going to give you two options: me, or what's the big guy that I know?
There's so
The
many.
glasses,
Stop,
black.
Eric.
Griffin with Griffin.
Griffin. That's Scalvy Baby.
What?
Stavros.
Yeah.
Who's a better guy?
You, Bobby Lee or Eric Griffin on air right now.
Right now, let's go.
You can
Well, I
go
have so much history with Eric.
but
Doesn't
go,
matter.
go through the pros and cons right now.
I don't have any history
very
with
rapid.
Jesus Christ, but he's a better guy.
I agree.
Oh.
Yeah, thank you.
The
He's a great guy.
I mean, I'll go with Eric.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Who's a better guy, me or Adam Devine?
Adam.
Okay, who's a better guy, me or the other guy? I don't know the other guy's name.
Anders.
Yeah,
Anders.
Anders for sure.
It's a weird
Yeah.
test.
Yeah, this feels real bad.
I mean, I believe our friendship could grow. We could be friends. But I'm not working with a lot, other than like a dinner 8 years ago where you wouldn't look me in the eyes.
Oh my God!
God, Ellen
Why are you
him.
doubling down?
More
You're
details.
adding new shit to the fucking story.
You're the Asian Ellen.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I was the Asian Ellen. Yeah,
Yeah, you Ellened me.
You're dapping.
Yeah, I was dapping like Ellen does. But my point is that I am the Asian Ellen.
Yeah, you are. I've always said that about you.
I know, but can I say? Let me defend Ellen.
I wanted to tell you that night, but you wouldn't let me talk.
All right, let me defend Ellen then.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Right, I'm going to defend Ellen. Right.
Okay.
You could obviously tell she's not in a good place in her heart.
Okay.
Right,
Yeah.
when you treat people like that, right?
Yes.
There's something going on with her, right?
Yes.
And she's self-centered, and she's probably not in therapy and not working on herself, and she's in a lot of pain, right? So why can't we, And I already apologized. I said that, I said that I was in a lot of pain. I admitted my frailties and my wrongdoings.
You did admit.
I
But,
made amends.
but you still have to be punished.
I know. I lost a movie.
I know. That was your punishment.
And I had you on my podcast.
Well, this is big of you. Yeah.
This is my amends tour.
Yeah. Retribution.
Right.
Yes.
Who else was that? Was that other guy in it?
Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus. Was that other guy at dinner too? The other guy from Workaholics?
Adam was.
I know Adam, the other one.
Oh,
Raul.
Anders? No.
What's his name? Anders?
Anders.
He wasn't there.
Yours was not
So
there.
he has no history with me.
None.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and then did I treat Adam Devine like shit?
No, you were treating him okay. Because I think Adam had been like on some shows and was a comedian.
Okay, yeah.
More details.
I see. All right, more details.
Yeah.
I can't let this go. I'm so sorry. You guys, I'm sorry. We have to get past this. Before,
I'm past it.
I'm not. Yeah.
It sounds a little bit like you
Back then.
back
What
then.
the fuck are you
Yeah.
doing right now? Wait, you said 8 years ago?
It might have even been more.
It had to have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say
'Cause-
it could have been 10 to 12.
Oh.
Yeah, so 12 years
This
ago.
is before me, pre me.
So before you.
Yeah.
Right. So you're right. Now, what was I like back then?
You're doing it again.
What?
Like we have a guest on,
Yeah.
and you are not getting to know him. This whole thing has been about your mistake.
Okay, listen, but stop for a second.
Yeah.
We-
This is weird.
I didn't,
Oh
see, God did that.
shit.
Whoa.
See, God did
Planned.
that. God, right? Yeah. And you know what? I did that with my mind. Right? Yeah.
It's a scare tactic.
Yeah. So,
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, that's
fine.
dead.
all right.
Now it's double dead.
Oh, that's a fucking
From
yeah. What do they call those? Are
June something?
Yeah,
Junebee? Junebee?
Junibes? Yeah.
Wow, you know that, but you don't know people's kids' names. Crazy.
Crazy.
What's important?
All right. Listen, you're right. Everyone's right. So let's move on. But here's another thing. This is going to go on for this podcast is going a little longer.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I will get to know him. Right.
Okay.
We might even edit some of this stuff out. This is just for my own personal thing.
Growth.
Growth.
Okay,
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So here's the deal. Okay. I'm sorry to you too. Okay. But I have to say this to you now. Right. I really do love you.
Wow.
Right. And I trust you implicitly. I really do. Do you think that I love you?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I do.
Okay.
All right. I love you as well. I love you as well. Let's move on. And I apologize. Let's give Blake Anderson a round of applause.
Thanks,
He's
guys.
great. He's Brendan Sherman's new movie, and he's killing it.
Yeah, feeling good.
Feeling good.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. When you're at your best, you can do great things. But sometimes life gets you bogged down. You may feel overwhelmed or stressed out, or like you're not showing up in the way you want to. That's why here at Tiger Belly, Bobby Cloud and myself and George, we tell everyone to use BetterHelp.
I've had a lot of tough things happen earlier in my life, and I carried that baggage with me through life, and I've been able to release that stuff and talk about it through BetterHelp online therapy. It's changed my life. I'm free now. The trauma that's inside you, stuck in your body, it gets released.
Yep, and these therapists are trained to help you figure out what's causing these challenging emotions and learn productive coping skills. I love that I can get matched with a therapist in just under 48 hours. You guys, therapy is such an essential part of my life, and I couldn't encourage you more to get started on therapy as well.
If you're thinking of giving therapy a try, BetterHelp is a great option. It's convenient, flexible, affordable, and entirely online. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. If you want to live a more empowered life, therapy can get you there. Visit BetterHelp.com/belly today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/belly.
It's online therapy, and it really is the best in the business. So, hi.
Hey, what up?
How are you?
You're a new man.
Yeah, thanks for being on the show, Tiger Belly.
Oh, so
Yeah,
fun.
I like your style.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, man. How old are you now, Blake?
How old?
Yeah.
I'm 38.
Shit.
Yeah.
Killing it.
Looks young.
Young, killing it. Bro.
Dude, I'm not young.
I know, but look at Mark. You have the Mark Smalls' vibe, and you look younger than him.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He's very funny, by the way. But
Okay.
no offense, Mark. You know what I mean? You're a funny guy. But my point is that. And then where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Concord, California. It's like Northern California, East Bay.
Is
Is Visalia near there?
I believe so. I've never been to Visalia.
Have you heard of it?
I have.
Yeah.
It's diff-
Concord grapes are from?
I believe that is New Hampshire. Or something. There's like there's two Concords. And I
Kinda
think the
off.
one that makes the grapes is the other one.
Oh, okay.
There's probably more than two Concords. There's probably a lot.
Is that why those two guys, are they from your hometown?
No,
The guys that played the guitar at the Flight of the?
Flight of the Concord. Yeah. No, I think they're from New Zealand.
Oh, they are? I always thought they were from Concord.
Yeah, no, that would have been
They're not
cool.
from there?
No, that's not
Who's
our
famous
accent.
from there?
Tom Hanks.
Oh.
That's all he needs to say.
Yep.
All you need is one dude like that
Yeah.
from your hometown. People, it's endgame.
What's
Yeah.
Poway?
Poway,
Tom from Blink
Tom
182.
DeLonge from Blink 182, and Stephanie Seymour.
Oh, she's a big one. Guns N' Roses.
That's just, like, Axl Rose's ex-girl.
She's a supermodel.
Supermodel.
Whoa.
Yeah.
She was 2 years older, and then Tom DeLonge was 2 years younger. And I didn't know either one of them
Dang.
growing up.
Rockers. They're both rockers.
Yeah, they're pretty rocker. Yeah, they're rockers.
Who do you have, Gilbert?
Herschel Walker.
Ooh.
Oh, our senator.
I mean,
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
yeah, he
University
lost.
of Georgia?
He lost, right?
Yeah.
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 mine is Manny Pacquiao.
Oh,
Hey.
That's not. He's from Cebu.
He speaks Bisaya.
Is he from
So
Cebu?
he's from General Santos, like right a little bit
he's
down.
south,
From
he's
me,
south.
But he's from that island.
Not from Cebu, down south, by like 20-minute.
A different island, though.
Yeah.
You can't claim him.
Come on, I have to.
No, you can't.
What?
Cebu is Kalila Kuhn.
We speak the same dialect.
It doesn't matter. He's not. You know what? Fucking Atlanta speak the same dialogue as San Diego.
Oh, I have one.
That's true.
language.
The language.
That's true.
That's true, right?
Yeah.
Good
I
point,
do
right?
have one.
Yeah.
From Blair High School,
Yeah.
I have, his name is Lee Merritt, and you can pull him up. He was Ahmaud
Never heard of him.
Arbery's
Lee Merritt?
lawyer. He's like one of the,
He's a lawyer.
he's a
Famous
freaking
lawyer?
Yeah, we have lawyers too from Concord, right? We're not
have-
throwing them in the mix.
Yeah.
Daryl Strawberry's son.
Okay, I'll take that. Yeah.
Look at Lee Merritt.
We're first class. You have a
Who's
lot of
Lee
notable alumni here.
Notable line from what?
Kermit
Oh, cool.
Johnson.
Oh my God, you're on it, Kalila.
Wow.
Bobby's
Wait,
face.
that's not you.
See? I'm from Cebu.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, how sad is it when you press your Wikipedia, my face comes up?
That is, you did that.
How do I do that? I didn't do that.
Doesn't that sound like him?
You can fuck with Wikipedia.
I don't know how to do that. I didn't do that. Wait, I didn't do that, man.
Wait a second.
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
a Pulitzer Prize winning
That's
author,
a
and then
playmate?
there's me.
A playmate.
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh, no, I knew about that playmate.
playmate?
Yeah,
Oh.
Petra Verkaik.
Oh, that's from your high school, though, right?
Yeah.
Blair.
Blair High School.
We don't have a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Star Trek: Next Generation.
That's
Michael
huge.
Dorn.
Oh, dude.
Oh.
Worf, baby.
Oh.
Worf, you're fucking. You didn't even know that.
I didn't.
Oh my God, Worf.
What's with the pixelation of that guy's mustache?
Yeah, why did they do
That mustache was illegal back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
It
too
looks
sexy.
like the spray paint from like Microsoft Paint.
yeah. That
Wow.
looks weird.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
going on there?
Wow.
Wow. He's handsome though.
Yeah.
Worf.
So from Blake, I mean that's your name. From Concord, is it the Concord High School?
I think that's. I could be totally wrong. I think that's where Tom Hanks might have went.
Wait. So what's the high school called?
I went to Clayton Valley High.
So look at Clayton Valley High alumni.
Okay.
That's what you have to claim.
Oh, it's gonna be me.
You
I'll
think
be there.
you think you're number one? Let's see.
Oh, I hope so.
If
It's
you're
gonna
not
be
on
me.
it, dude,
It's gonna
we're
be
gonna
me.
laugh so much.
It's gonna be me. With a picture of who knows though.
Let's see.
It's gonna be a picture of Adam.
Sorry, I'm pulling up their website. They don't have a Wikipedia.
They don't. Wow.
They don't have a whippy.
What class were you?
02.
Let's go.
Oh, we graduated the
two.
same year. Look
at that.
Oh, two. Let's go.
Fun times.
It was. No. Wait. Oh, there I am.
There
Where?
you are.
Oh, but this is just listing who went.
Oh,
No, that's not. This is no. This is
Are we?
alumni.
Are we like doxing everyone?
This is alumni. Yeah, you don't have it. You're the biggest guy that came from there. I would have to say that.
Blake and
yeah, probably.
Go Poway High. See what the notable
Wait,
alumni
where
is.
did Tom Hanks go to school?
I thought he went to Concord High, but I don't know.
It's okay.
Phone's on.
It's better be to be the only guy. No?
Yeah, I don't know.
You have kids?
I do.
How many?
2.
You have 2 kids?
Yeah, 2 daughters.
No.
Yeah.
Are they twins?
No, they're very far apart.
How many years?
Like 8.
Wait, so did you have one of your kids before Workaholics?
No, during.
Or during you had it?
Yeah.
All right, is this Poway High?
Poway High.
You can zoom in. Am I on it?
Yeah, Bobby.
Oh, there we
right
go, up there.
That.
The same photo of your, as your failed photo.
Kalila.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, and then,
Look at all the people who went there.
well, it's San Diego, you know what I mean? You would think.
Yeah, I
Right.
guess you're right.
There's a lot of,
San Diego's so
The
gnar.
athletes.
look at Brian.
Tony Gwynn.
That's good, right? That's a
Tony
baseball
Gwynn.
player,
He's
right?
like the best Padre ever, I think.
Wow, so that's a good one. What else? Tina Gao, cellist.
Fuck that.
Fuck that shit. All right.
Cellist.
Anyway,
a lot of athletes.
a lot of athletes.
A
yeah.
lot of baseball
Yeah.
players.
Who's that?
That's
Oh, that's Tom DeLonge.
That's Tom. That's a big one.
That's a
dude.
pretty big one, dude.
To have the, come on, Blink
Yeah, yeah.
182.
Yeah.
You
Is
went
he
to
bigger
school.
than Worf though?
Worf.
Worf.
To me, Worf is bigger.
Really?
Shout out Blair.
I'm a huge Next Generation fan.
Are you? I've never dabbled in any sort of Star Trek.
Okay, can I tell you something?
Absolutely.
And do you want to be friends with me?
I do.
We're getting along?
I think so.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to say this too. From now on, in life, every time I see you out there, I'm going to get excited.
All right.
Wow.
I really will.
Okay, cool.
We'll hug, we'll talk.
I love
We'll
it.
do the whole thing.
I love it.
Okay?
Maybe I'll see you out and about.
We will.
At the Cha-Cha Lounge.
At the Cha-Cha.
Yeah, come to Cha Cha.
So the so season 5 of
Okay.
The Next Generation,
All right.
second to the last episode, is an episode called The Inner Light.
The Inner Light.
That's what the episode's called.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Watch that one episode.
And I'll be hooked.
No, but Adam Egget.
No, you won't.
Adam Egget, the guy that used to book the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
He saw The Inner Light, and then he saw every Next Generation and every Deep Space Nine available because that got him hooked.
That was his entry.
That was his entry.
Okay.
If you don't like The Inner Light, you're not going to like the concepts because it's not great. CGI and special effects, but the writing is like just high sci-fi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty trailblazing.
I think so.
Yeah.
Do you like sci-fi?
I love it.
Me too.
I love it. That's why I'm like, it's weird. I've never dabbled.
You should dabble.
I got to.
Because it's better than Star Wars in this sense.
Well, this
Whoa.
movie, I'm totally fine. It's kind of sci-fi-ish.
It
right?
is.
Yeah.
It is.
What's the sci-fi in it?
Well, it's about this Jillian Bell. She like loses a friend, and she's like kind of goes out there.
So,
Oh my god!
but the last one was gnarly, brain hemorrhage, and it changed me. And
Well, that wasn't like that was a real like TBI then, like a brain injury for real. Oh,
Wow.
shit.
and so, yeah, it happened December 2020.
during the shoot for the last movie, Jackass movie.
Yeah.
Wow.
And by May, it was just steadily downhill. And but I got luckily, I got on antidepressants, and it really turned me back around.
Did it just go dark for you? Did things just start to look like grim and like depression, that kind of stuff?
Yeah. Intrusive thoughts, just everything was just piling up. I was drowning.
Yeah.
And no matter what people said to me, they couldn't break into my false reality.
Yeah.
So it was just your brain plays tricks on you sometimes.
Wow.
And mine was really playing tricks on me. And but yeah, thank God. Then eventually I got off the antidepressants, and I was waiting for the shoe to drop. But I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah. Wow. How do you know this? Like you're on medication. How did you feel like you were getting better?
All the symptoms I had that I was just described
You're slowly
went away. I slowly came back to reality and realized all the things that I thought were happening weren't happening.
Wow.
And
what the fuck, man? Wow.
So, and then I was in Italy with my girlfriend, and I was waiting for my medication to arrive, and it just kept getting lost in customs. And so,
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
and I was like, oh, I guess I'm off my medication now. And then I was, you're a little anxious. 'Cause
Yeah,
I was,
yeah.
But then I was like, I feel just fine.
Wow,
So-
that's good.
Awesome. That
Yeah.
was not my experience getting off meds
what happened
at
to you?
all. No, like I thought that I could just cold turkey my meds, but this was in high school. And I got off my Zoloft for a couple days, and I ended up in a BHC in a psych ward.
Are you
50,
supposed to
150.
taper off of
Yeah,
it?
you're supposed to taper off like slowly. But maybe for this particular one, it was like especially important that you taper slowly, and I didn't. I was like, I'm done. And yeah, it backfired a lot because all the stuff just came back with like a fury, and I was a little bit confused even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like me, I for my medication, I was taking them every day, And then I realized like there were days where I was just sitting at home and I was like, maybe I shouldn't take it. So now I just take it when I think I'm going to need it.
But you're still on the Ritalin, right?
Yeah, but I take it when like, like when, I knew Johnny was coming. So I want to be able to listen and focus on what people are saying and stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought you were talking about antidepressants.
No, but we're just talking medication in general. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm prescribed Adderall for ADHD.
Oh, so you do that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember taking the some tests after my last concussion.
Yeah.
And I took a series of tests, and the doctor came in and was like, "Do you have trouble paying attention?" I'm like, I was like, "Yeah, I could." I'm like, I can't sit to edit. I can't do anything, and right now. And he goes, I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "Because you scored a 19." I'm like, "Out of 20?" He said, "Nope, out of 100."
Wow.
Yeah.
What were the tests like?
They test you on you're staring at this screen and these letters.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But
it worked.
I didn't do great.
Oh, yeah. Out of 100, I want to take that test.
You should, yeah.
Yeah. I think on Ritalin I do okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
Well, if you're on Ritalin,
right? Oh, no Ritalin. Take it with no Ritalin.
yeah.
Oh,
that's-
yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, I feel like right now I could take it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there are times, like sometimes, Johnny, I'm at the Comedy Store and I'm on Ritalin, and comics will be like, "What's going on with you right now?" And I go, "What do you mean?" And they're like, "You're here." I go, "What do you mean?" They go, "Well, usually in the last 20 years, you're like, you'll like say something really quickly and just walk away."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Something like psychotic.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And they're like, "You've literally sat here for 5 minutes and you've heard my story."
Yeah.
And like, you're like normal. I go, "Oh, I'm sorry if I did that before." You know what I mean? But now I explain to them I'm on medication, this and that. So it does work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can focus and you're not hovering above. You actually land.
Yeah. I fucking hate thinking about 10,000 things at one time. You know what I mean? So you're not going to do any more Jackass movies then? Because of your body?
Well, I don't know if we'll do another one, but if I did, I couldn't do any stunts where I could get another concussion. You know, I can do things. I don't care if I break my wrist or arm or whatever. No one cares. But I just can't have any more concussions.
You guys should have a Korean on it, just FYI.
Hey,
Diversify.
I mean, why just diversify Jackass? I'm a Jackass.
I would.
You know what I mean?
Bobby,
Yeah.
say no more.
I would literally do it.
You're going to wish you had it.
Really? Really? I think,
Well, do you want? Okay, I'll ask you.
okay, go ahead.
Do you want like the half experience of being in Jackass, or do you want the full experience?
What I want to do is I want to be able to. I want the full experience.
Ooh, what does that entail?
Like, okay, here's what I don't want to be.
You're treated like a cast member.
Yeah, I want to be treated like a cast member.
Okay.
What does that mean, though? What the fuck does that mean?
I mean, it's like you usually. Sometimes we have guest stars and we let them do their thing, and they're not targeted. Right?
Oh, right.
If you want the full experience,
Yeah.
It's not a definite you'll be targeted, but it's or a definite anything would come of it, but you'll be treated like everybody.
I feel like that would work for you. He's sort of a thrill seeker.
Yeah.
Like he would be okay being electrocuted.
Or I saw something that never. I don't think ended up on the shows. I think Wee Man or Jason or something showed it to me, but it was like Chris Pontius. Maybe we have to cut this out because it's crazy. He is outside on a like lawn chair and he's jerking off.
Oh, that was at my house.
Oh, now we know the location.
Oh yeah.
We got the
Was
location.
that your house?
Oh,
he was jerking off, and then he was about to come, and he started chasing people around. Like that's sort of
Oh wait, no, that was
real
at,
house.
I'm sorry, that was at Tripp's house.
Oh, that Tripp's house. Yeah, were you there?
I was.
Yeah.
There's two incidents. There's two incidents.
Yeah. Yeah.
The first one was you're talking about, I believe, is for the Playgirl Pontius shoot.
Maybe I don't know. I remember seeing
For Jackass. He had a full erection, right?
Yeah, full erection.
Okay,
Big dick.
that was the first. Yeah, he's
bigger than yours.
He's packing the lumber. Oh yeah.
Okay, good,
Oh yeah.
good.
It's like a walking stick full of bagels.
It's pretty
But
big.
I had a broken ankle at the time,
Yeah.
so he finished all over himself, and then he decided he wanted to give people a hug.
Oh, wow.
So he's chasing me,
Yeah.
and that is the most frightened I ever was on Jackass.
Oh, my
He
God.
gets right up, he almost got me, and something shiny catches his eye that way,
Yeah.
and he takes off that way. I was like,
Oh, thank
God.
Wow.
Because he's strong, too.
Yeah, and there was a lot of cum.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question about cum.
Okay. we're professionals.
Science
Yeah,
alert.
yeah.
Yeah, we have it,
Like,
so-
no, this is something I never really like considered before. Are men afraid of each other's cum then?
Well, yeah.
Because like,
I don't want. I mean, I like my
Yeah.
bros, but I don't want.
I'll tell you what.
yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'd rather have on my body.
okay.
I'd rather have. You remember Aliens? The blood.
Yeah.
I'd rather have that on my body.
Oh, I'm more scared of blood, but
no,
like,
but
cum just
it
seems
burns
so,
through metal. Their blood
Yeah.
in Alien.
It
okay.
just seems
I mean,
so like alkaline.
watch the movie, dude. Yeah.
But like, I wouldn't be afraid of like my friends like discharge. Like,
Well,
that's to each their own.
you have a very healthy outlook in relationship.
so
with
cum
your
is
friends.
scary.
Okay. If she
between
had a
men.
discharge and
Yeah.
she had it all over her body, would you hug her?
Well, general.
I think that
I might give her a polite bow.
Oh.
Or a fist
I
bump.
think it's
Yeah.
more like if I didn't know somebody, then it would be obviously disgusting. But I'm more terrified of blood. What are you talking about, Bobby?
I'm fine with cum.
That's what I wanted to get to.
Well,
Unless it's not in my mouth.
thank God you said that because maybe work something up.
Yeah,
for you.
yeah. So in the next Jackass thing, you know what I mean?
Cum
Since I'm-
segment. It has to
that's
be a
cum
cum segment.
Yeah. I think I'm fine with it. I just don't want to eat it. And because I don't want to get sick.
That's reasonable.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, is it bad for you?
Dude, we do it our whole lives.
Who's we?
Girls.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
And I mean, you have. I know you've swallowed cum before.
what do you mean?
Be real.
What do you mean?
What do
I don't know
you mean?
I don't know.
That was pretty direct.
What do you mean?
In your younger years, when you were
Yes,
doing,
yes.
you swallowed.
Just blink if it's Oh, so
Bobby Lee is not a spitter.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, I did. But I've tasted my own as well. Let's move on. I don't want to talk about this, but it's like
I feel like that part's normal. but
that's normal. Yeah. So cum. Yeah. So you've never tasted your own cum.
Yeah. I've had some like shoot up.
yeah.
Oh, like
some
in the
accidents.
air.
Yeah.
It's like feeding like tuna to a dolphin or whatever.
I mean, I wasn't trying to catch it, but it just kind
Whatever
of
they do. Yeah. Okay. So the next Jackass movie, you're gonna probably not do as many of the dangerous shit.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. I'll take a more of a backseat approach, a more of a Jeff Tremaine approach, and
Like, do this, like earpiece kind of guy.
well, no, we're all there.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no earpieces. It's just
But the movies kill it, right?
they
do well.
luckily done good.
Yeah. So why
um,
wouldn't? What is Paramount? Why wouldn't they do it every other year or every 3 years?
Well, it's just they're. I know it's what we do is silly, but they're special to us, and we want it. You gotta really, really want to do that type of movie to do it, because they're very dangerous.
Yeah.
And so like you and your buddies are going to be putting your neck on the line. So
Has anybody been close to literally dying?
sure, yeah. There's been a few times with me and a couple of other people.
What do you mean, like death? I mean, like
I was riding the Red Rocket in the second movie, and it was like an Acme
I think I
Red
remember that.
Rocket.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it exploded while I was on it. A foot-long metal rod shot out the sides. One went like this far from my ribs. It would have
Jesus.
cut me in two.
Oh my God.
And one went back like 300 yards and split our two art guys like right between their heads. It would have decapitated
oh
them.
my fucking god!
So there's been a few incidents like that.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
Well, what about any of the animals, like a bear or an alligator? Nothing.
Well, not almost death, but we were a little reckless in the last movie with Aaron and the bear.
Yeah. Yeah, that was insane.
Yeah,
That was
because they told us the steps a bear would do before it bites and won't stop biting.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because it's looking for it was semi-trained, so it's looking for a reward. It'll nudge you, it'll nudge you again, then it'll nibble again, and then after that you're fucked.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah, that.
yeah, the guy was really Jeff was basically holding the trainer back.
Oh, my God. That's what I want to do.
That's what you want to do?
Yeah.
You're not going to do
yeah.
anything you want to do. You're going to do exactly something you won't want to do.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? You know what, Johnny? I like the challenge. If it ever happens, I would love to do it.
Okay.
I'm just throwing it out there in the universe.
Okay, you guys
Everyone
heard him.
knows.